Alrighty, hello there ladies and gentlemen. This is just a quick video after the reveal stream earlier, the Hasbro Pulse live stream. It's the 3rd of May today. So I better do this video just to cover what was said. And as you know, or you may not know, the Haslab has been put back, so they weren't going to do much tonight for TVC. Probably because it might spoil aspects of Haslab, I don't know. But they did have one reveal and a few pipelines, and then we can talk about the retro collection stuff as well. Because I do have a slight interest in the retro collection. I know that irks a lot of people, but I do, yeah, anyway, we'll talk about that later. First thing is, they showed the box art for the Ghost. And if you look down here, this is where I'm going to have my Ghost, right there. Where that Republic gunship, that has arrived recently, so I'm going to open that very soon. So do stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. The Ghost, the box looked huge, man. It was massive, as expected, really. And that's really, really good. So I can put a few images up on the screen for you now of what I saw when I screen grabbed it all and stuff, but it just looked really, really good. You could see on the box art as well the figures that were going to be included with it, the carded figures. Then they also showed a reveal, which was a 4-pack of pilots, and I made a comment in the comments that got replied to actually by Hasbro, and I was unaware of any fallout that had been recently. For apparently people had kicked off about Enoch being in a 4-pack. And as you remember, Admiral Piet and Motti were in a 4-pack recently, and I liked that because the thing with the 4-packs is, right, I thought there would also be a chance for openers just to get hold of a figure, and then that figure could also be subsequently carded. Apparently they're just for, as you'll see with the response they gave me, they're just for troop building, army building, which I kind of knew that, right? But my point was that I thought that maybe in these packs, like with the Imperial pack, I'll go over there again, I liked the way that we got an opportunity to have a few figures that were recognisable. See the guy in the white there? Him? This guy. He is... We all think that he is from Battlefront 2, the guy who was Operation Cinderfella. I basically made the comment, I said, why do they have to be generic? Can't they have an identity? Now, you got 2 alien pilots, and you got 2 humans. I don't really care about the aliens. It's the humans. I thought maybe we could have had an opportunity to have that fella from Mandalorian, for example. You know, Dave Filoni's character, Wolf, whatever he's called. Wolfie, Trapper Wolfie, whatever he's called. I can't remember his name. Now, you see, the thing is, right, when it comes to troopers, I don't care. If it's a trooper pack, like, you know, Tanty 4 troopers, bring it on. I don't need them to be anybody. But when it comes to pilots, they are somebody. Unless you are somebody who has a diorama and you want to fill the space. I think the pilots are slightly different from, say, stormtroopers. You can have infinite amounts. You know, I've got a few pilots dotted here and there, but they are actual characters. But I suppose, you know, like, for example, this diorama here for, you know, Return of the Jedi, this Home 1 diorama. Yeah, I can have a couple and put them on there. I do like the aliens especially, but for the most part, I only really want to fill this, you know, precious space on these shelves with people who I saw in the films, etc. They are what they are. They are 4 pilots, and if you want to fill out your dioramas or shelves or whatever you do, then you can get them. But for me, they are nameless nobodies, so I don't like them as much as maybe some other people might. Then, the retro collection looked really good, actually. I was quite annoyed the fact that they were only doing a half set. So it was kind of like, you know, 3 for Attack of the Clones, 3 for Revenge of the Sith. I thought they could have done a full set for each film, but what I saw floated my boat. The Django Fett looked really nice, and the card back as well. This is also hooks me in on this damn thing, man. It's the card back looked really nice for Django, and it was different for General Grievous as well. I couldn't believe it, actually. It's like, you know, for all this time we talk about alternative card backs, the retro collection is at least delivering that. Although it's budget used for figures that could be for TVC. I appreciate that. But I'm slightly on the hook with the retros. I did like this 6-pack of Phantom Menaces. And I dare say the figures were interesting as well. The Grievous figure was quite interesting. I always knew they would do a Django Fett. But what really hooked me in was the card back for Django. The Padme was interesting as well. This is the Black Series 3 3/4 inch Padme, which should have been in TVC. But the card back was promising because, if anything, they could now, going back to TVC anyway, they could repack that on that card back, facial recognition on the face or whatever, and do it. So to draw a line into it, I'm way more interested in them as opposed to, say, Ahsoka or, oh god, Acolyte retros. I wouldn't be interested in that. I mean, I know we haven't even seen the Acolyte yet, but I'm just saying that the modern stuff is no good, but the classic films, yes. The other thing I just want to go over is the pipelines. And the pipelines were a mixed bag, really. The first one looks to me like they're going to do another reissue or re-release of this Anakin Skywalker from the Clone Wars. We've had it twice already, once in TVC 1.0, then it got reissued in, I can't remember what year, either 2020 or 2021. Supposedly that second one would have been photoreal, although I personally found it was nothing much of an improvement on the original one. So if they are going to give us this Clone Wars Anakin, you're seeing my original one there now, again, there's their chance now to do an absolute definitive head sculpt for Hayden Christensen in the later part of the Clone Wars, I'd say. In that Ahsoka episode, you saw him in the Phase 1-y kind of era, shorter hair, longer than Attack of the Clones, but I don't know, the face was never right of that figure. It looked more like Kian Farlander than Hayden Christensen. And as for the other reveals, the 4-pack of Mandalorians, I didn't really, I just thought, my god, whatever, I thought. I'm tired of Mandalorian figures now, and, you know, whatever, but I did take an interest in the Armourer's Forge. Now, if you would like to check out a link I'm going to leave in the description of this video, I have a review of a 3D printed Armourer's Forge by Ian Butler, who did a really good one. But it looks like Hasbro are now going to do one of their own, which I'd be very interested to see how that is and how it compares to Ian's, because his is really good quality. It looks beautiful as well, painted and wonderful on the shelf. Sorry, forgive me, I'm doing this in post-production and I forgot to film my one on the shelf, but I'll be doing a full tour of the room very soon. And I think that's about it, really. It was just a bit of an update. But the sad news is they didn't really give us a date for the Haslab, but they sort of said, keep an eye on it, you know. We'll keep you posted almost, you know, but how long that will be is anyone's guess. I hope it wouldn't be too long. In summary, I won't be buying that 4-pack of pilots, I don't think. The retros I am I'm interested in. I know that a few people who follow this channel and know me will not be happy hearing me say that, but it's true, man. Carded and loose, I'll be interested. And as for the Haslab Ghost packaging, it was just phenomenal. I can't wait to get that. Cannot wait to get that vehicle. Really good. And stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, that will be open very soon. I can't wait to open that. Really good. That'll be my second gunship to go with this one. But I know exactly where I'm going to put it. And that'll be quite a good counterpart to the ARC 170 Tiger head there as well. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.